Welcome back to Unique Old Coin. Today, we're unearthing the surprising secrets behind the 1998 U.S. nickel. What starts as a humble 5-cent coin could, believe it or not, be worth hundreds or even thousands in the right hands. On the surface, the 1998 Jefferson nickel is a dime-a-dozen coin. Minted across 3 U.S. facilities, the Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, proof only, this coin has widely circulated since its release. The P mint produced about 688 million, the D around 635 million, and the S-proof version numbered just over 2 million on-screen info bubble. Weight: 5 grams. Composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel. Design: Thomas Jefferson obverse/Monticello reverse comprising 75% copper and 25% nickel. With the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson and his famed Monticello, these coins were made to circulate, not sit in vaults. For most of us, these coins hold only their face value, 5 cents. In circulated condition, that's exactly what they're worth, nickel for nickel. But things change the minute you step into the arena of numismatics. Uncirculated nickels, especially those graded as mint state with perfect full steps, FS, on Monticello, fetch considerably higher prices. According to coin value trackers, high MS, mint state, examples can bring in up to $1.26 or more. MS60, $2, $3, MS62, $3, $5, MS65, $38, $63, MS66, $60, $100, ***. As detailed by coin trackers, here's how it breaks down by grade. MS60, around $2, 3 MS62, $3, 5 MS65, $38, 63 MS66, $60, 100. Now for the real treasure, full steps nickels. These rare beauties, defined by crisp, unbroken steps visible on Monticello, have sold for remarkable sums. The most expensive 1998 P full steps brought $920 at auction, while the D mint equivalent skyrocketed to $2, 640. A legendary example: a 1998 nickel accidentally struck on a 1997 Lincoln penny planchet sold for a jaw-dropping $6, 325 in 2006. U.S. Coins Guide 1, Wikipedia. 5. Now, before you start hunting your pockets, let's clear the air. Some videos claim values like $7, 300 or even $12 million for certain 1998 nickels. YouTube, 6. But basic fact-checking shows these are likely sensational clickbait. While exciting to imagine, there's no verified evidence supporting nickels worth millions. Stick to sources like PCGS, coin trackers, and reputable auction results to get realistic and fair market values. Here's how to play it smart if you've got a 1998 nickel that looks special. 1. Examine the steps on Monticello. Are they full and sharp? 2. Check the coin's grade, circulated or mint state. 3. Look for oddities. Was it struck on a foreign planchet? Any double dies or off-center strikes? 4. For high-value coins, get them professionally graded by PCGS or NGC before selling. They can significantly impact credibility and price. There you have it. 1998 nickels are usually everyday pocket change, but rare high-grade examples, error pieces, and full steps varieties can bring serious collector attention and cash. If you enjoyed uncovering coin mysteries today, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for more coin revelations, and let us know if you'd like a deep dive into other coin series. We're diving deep into the 1998 Jefferson nickel. On the surface, it looks like just another coin in your change, but behind it lies over 200 years of history, artistry, and value shifts. And if you're lucky, that ordinary-looking nickel could be worth far more than just 5 cents. To really understand the 1998 nickel, we need to take a step back in time. The story of the U.S. 5-cent piece begins not in 1938 with Thomas Jefferson, but way back in 1792, when the U.S. Mint was first established. At that time, the concept of a nickel, as we know it, didn't even exist. Instead, small denominations were struck in silver, known as half-dimes. These coins were tiny, fragile, and easily lost. For decades, Americans relied on these silver half-dimes, but as the country expanded, it became clear that a more durable, larger 5-cent coin was needed. The Civil War accelerated this change. Silver was hoarded, and coins disappeared from circulation. In response, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1866, introducing the 5-cent nickel, made not of silver, but of a tougher copper-nickel alloy. The first nickel, known as the shield nickel, debuted in 1866. While revolutionary, it wasn't popular. The design was cluttered and hard to read. By 1883, the Liberty Head V nickel appeared, and it lasted until 1913. That year, America saw one of its most beloved designs, the Buffalo nickel, featuring a Native American on the front and a powerful bison on the back. Collectors still cherish Buffalo nickels today, but in 1938, a design change was ordered. A public contest was held to select a new design featuring Thomas Jefferson, the nation's third president, in honor of his contributions and his Monticello home. The winning design came from Felix Schlag, a German-born American sculptor. His portrait of Jefferson graced the obverse, while Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, adorned the reverse. This design, with some minor tweaks over the decades, has been the face of the nickel for nearly 70 years, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. From 1938 through 2003, the Jefferson nickel remained largely unchanged. During World War II, however, the composition briefly shifted. From 1942 to 1945, the mint removed nickel metal, a critical wartime resource, and replaced it with a silver alloy. These war nickels stand out with a large mint mark above Monticello and are still sought after today. By the 1980s and 1990s, Jefferson nickels were an everyday staple in American pockets, vending machines, and cash registers. The design was familiar, unchanged, and comforting, a coin that truly represented stability. In 1998, the nickel was struck in massive numbers: 688 million from the Philadelphia Mint, 635 million from the Denver Mint, and 2 million special proofs from San Francisco. The composition remained the classic 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. What set the 1998 issue apart wasn't a redesign, but rather the continuation of Schlag's iconic work just before big changes would sweep through the series in the 2000s. The 1998 nickel represents the tail end of the original Jefferson series before the U.S. Mint began experimenting with new designs. Just a few years later, in 2004 and 2005, the Westward Journey nickel series temporarily replaced the Monticello reverse with images celebrating the Lewis and Clark expedition. And by 2006, a new forward-facing Jefferson portrait emerged. But in 1998, the nickel still carried its original, uninterrupted legacy. So, the 1998 nickel is more than just 5 cents. It's part of a 200-year story of American coinage, from fragile silver half-dimes to durable copper-nickel coins, from Buffaloes to Jeffersons. While most 1998 nickels are still only worth face value, pristine examples, full steps varieties, and rare mint errors can make them treasures hiding in plain sight. If that 2002 nickel in your pocket is actually worth more than 5 cents? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2002 Jefferson nickel. Its design, mintages, condition, and the rare errors that can turn a common coin into collector gold. Stay tuned! The Jefferson nickel has featured Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse since 1938. In 2002, the Mint produced billions of these coins across 3 facilities: Philadelphia, P Mint Mark, Denver, D, and a limited number of proof coins at San Francisco. If your nickel's been in circulation, it's probably just worth face value. 5 cents, but if it's uncirculated, nowhere, value jumps dramatically. Uncirculated 2002 P and 2002 D nickels typically fetch between 20 cents and 50 cents. High-grade examples can go much higher. Mint state, 67 full steps pieces have sold for over $100 for Philadelphia specimens, and up to $187 for Denver examples in 2023. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, Mint Mark S, weren't meant for circulation. Only collectors bought them. Despite the lower mintage, $3.2 million, their value remains modest, typically $2 to $3 each. U.S. Coins Guide. Now, let's talk error coins, a key way to turn a 5-cent coin into a valuable collectible. Here are some rare 2002 nickel errors and what they fetched at auction. 2002 PMS 65 Broadstrike error **** $680. 2002 DMS 69 Cud error **** $1 200. 2002 PMS 66 Double Die obverse error **** $1 150. These coins are rare and highly sought after. Errors like misalignments, extra metal lumps, and doubled images can turn common coins into collector gold. For a broader valuation, according to CoinTrackers, a circulated 2002D nickel is worth about 5 cents, whereas a high-grade, certified mint state example might be $1.26 gray sheet. A collector price guide estimates for 2002P mint state full steps range from $11 to $165. For 2002D full steps, prices go from $2.70 up to $3.150 depending on grade. So, what should you check for in your own 2002 nickel 1? Mint mark, P, D, or S.2. Condition, look for wear signs. Better condition equals higher value. 3. Full steps, clear, complete rim steps on Monticello, adds value. 4. Errors, off-center, die clash, cud, doubling, etc. These can fetch hundreds or more. If you suspect your 2002 nickel has some worth, especially if it's uncirculated or shows an error, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more coin treasure hunts. We're going to take a deep dive into the 2002 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it looks like just another 5-cent piece you'd find in your change, but when we peel back the layers, we uncover over 60 years of American coinage history leading up to it, fascinating mint details, and hidden values that might surprise you. Let's begin. The story of the 2002 5-cent coin doesn't start in 2002. It actually begins back in 1938, when the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel. The United States Mint wanted a new design to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. The winning design came from a young sculptor, Felix Schlag, whose work would go on to appear on every nickel for decades. On the obverse side, you'll find Jefferson's portrait, and on the reverse side, the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. This design was so enduring that it remained in place, with only minor adjustments, until the early 2000s. During World War II, nickels underwent a big change. From 1942 to 1945, they were made with a wartime alloy of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese because nickel metal was needed for the war effort. These wartime nickels stand out because of their large mint marks above Monticello. After the war, the regular copper-nickel composition returned, and for decades the Jefferson nickel became one of the most familiar coins in American pockets. Through the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, billions were minted, but the design stayed consistent: Jefferson's bust and Monticello on the reverse. Now, by the year 2002, the Jefferson nickel was nearing the end of an era. The United States Mint was preparing a major redesign. Just 2 years later, in 2004 and 2005, special westward journey designs would temporarily replace Monticello, celebrating the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. And in 2006, the obverse would be permanently updated with a new forward-facing portrait of Jefferson. That makes the 2002 nickel historically significant. It represents one of the last issues of the classic Jefferson Monticello design that had been in use since 1938. It's like the final chapter before a new era of nickels began. In 2002, nickels were struck at 3 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, P, ***, about 539 million coins; Denver, D, ***, about 691 million coins; San Francisco, S, ***, about 3.2 million proof coins made especially for collectors, with over 1 billion nickels struck between Philadelphia and Denver. This was a high mintage year. That means most 2002 nickels you find today are very common. However, condition and strike quality make all the difference when it comes to value. For the average coin you find in circulation, the value is simple: just 5 cents. That's right, most circulated examples have no premium over face value because they are so common. But when we move into uncirculated condition, the story changes. A 2002 P or 2002 D nickel in mint state, with no wear and strong luster, typically sells for about 20 to 50 cents. Doesn't sound like much, but in higher grades, the numbers climb. Collectors pay particular attention to what's known as full steps, a grading detail referring to the clarity of the steps on Monticello. If all 5 or 6 steps are fully visible and sharply struck, the coin is worth far more. In fact, a 2002 P nickel graded MS67 full steps has sold for over $115, while a 2002 D in MS67 full steps has gone for over $1 at auction. That's a huge jump from just 5 cents. The San Francisco Mint produced around 3.2 million proof nickels in 2002. These coins were not released into circulation but sold directly to collectors. Proof nickels feature mirror-like fields and frosted details, making them highly attractive. Because of their limited mintage, they hold a little more value, typically between $2 and $3 each, depending on condition and whether they remain in their original mint packaging. Now here's where things get exciting: error coins. Mistakes at the mint can transform a common nickel into something very valuable. Some of the rarest 2002 nickel errors include die clash errors ***, where the dies strike each other and leave ghostly images on the coin, sold for around $8.95, off-center strikes ***, coin struck partially off the planchet, sometimes worth $700+ depending on severity. Broad strikes ***, where the coin expands beyond the collar, sold for nearly $680. Cut errors ***, where a piece of the die breaks off, leaving a blob of extra metal on the coin. One such example fetched over $1, 200. Double die obverse errors ***, doubling on the date or lettering, which is sold for more than $1, 100. So, to recap, a circulated 2002 nickel is usually worth only face value, ** 5 cents ***. An uncirculated piece can bring 20 to 50 cents. High-grade full steps nickels can bring hundreds, even over $1, 000. Proof coins from San Francisco are worth $2 to $3. And rare error coins can sell for hundreds to over $1,000. While most 2002 nickels will never be worth more than their face value, there's always a chance you could stumble across one of those rare gems in your pocket change or coin rolls. So next time you see a 2002 Jefferson nickel, don't overlook it. It's not just a 5-cent coin. It's a piece of American history, one of the last of its classic design, and if you're lucky, it could be worth much more than you think. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into coin history and values. Until next time, happy collecting!